Hey, what's up guys? Team Hard Life Capt.Eric here with the 350 Kingfish spoons. Alright, now on here, I know you saw me do the 400s where I got them all nice and spread out. I wanted to do that with these, but they are so many of them. I don't have enough counter space to put them all on there to do a justified video. And still, this ain't a justified video, but at the same time too, I wanted to ensure that I at least get y'all some more information on these spoons as we continue this library.
Gotta bite, gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta learn. I'ma call up the whole team.
Alright, on these spoons, they are 5.5 inches long from tip to tip, and they weigh 1.5 ounces. The stainless steel split ring on the tip on these is a 180-pound test, which is great. Now, the hook on them is a Mustad 9/0 size. And again, same thing, they've got the screw on the front, so that way you can interchange your hooks with the locking nut on the back side. So this is a great lure for all kinds of applications. So with this, I wanted to give you a little more information too. I'm kind of combining two videos just because I'm a little short on time today, and I'm sorry for that. But after talking to some captains that use them out of Florida, they were saying the same thing that I tell you about the fish bites and stuff like that. And I said, well, what colors are preferred, and you know, which ones catch this and which ones catch that? Well, the reason why they have this many colors is because that's the color schemes that they normally go through themselves, that they normally carry about 50 different colors in their box. And what they do is they'll start with number 1, and they go with number 2 and number 3 and number 4 until that day they find out which color scheme the fish are hitting on. Just like everything else, just like us, one day we want hamburgers, the next day we want hot dogs, following day you're gonna want spaghetti and meatballs, something totally off the wall. Well, fish are in the same respect, they want something different every day. But at the same time too, wherever you're fishing, if there's a certain type of species of fish moving through and that's the fish that they're following, it'd be a good idea to use that type of lure that mimics that type of bait moving through at that time. But however, I've also seen the opposite side of that spectrum where a bunch of bait fish are moving through. Sometimes they get tired of having the same old thing. So that's when if you're not getting hits on the spoon that looks identical to those game fish, what you do is you flip it and you use something that looks nothing like them, and that will also get you some hits as well. So, you know, it's just food for thought. You know, everybody says, well, what's the best? What's the best? There really ain't the best unless, you know, you're limited to the amount of colors that you can choose from. You know, if you got a store that only sells 1 or 2 colors, well then that's what you go with because that's what's available. But with stuff like us that we got everything in there, I'm gonna be the same way. Like even with my other flavors of bites and stuff like that, I have the whole assortment there, and I start throwing out as many as I can so I can zero in. Once I catch 2 fish of one flavor, then it's on. I know which flavor to move over to the other rods, and that's how I can increase my numbers in hookup ratios in comparison to missed fish. So again, like I said, they've got a huge assortment. We got white powder coated here, you got gold plated right here, and then you got silver over here. You see what I'm saying? They've got so many different colors and variables that it opens the door to different types of fishing, different types of catching. Everything plays an effect. Current, wind speed, or water clarity. I mean, if it's dirty, if it's clear, if it's blue, if it's green, I mean, if it's semi-murky, all of these things will play into effect on which lure is going to work for you that day. So if y'all actually heard my Storytelling Thursdays where I actually had like the gotcha plugs, where everything was identical, but instead of having a blood eye, I had a white eye, I never got any hookups. Fish are like that. They are very quirky to where one day they want this, the next day they want this. So your best bet is to get as many as you can to have in your repertoire. So that way you can try this, you can try that, and you can move on and move on and move on until you find out which one they're hitting on that day. Even for me, I'm here local. I don't know what they're hitting on until I actually get out there and I go fishing, or I talk to somebody that's already been out there and already catching. But even then, I've seen in the mornings they hit on one color, in the afternoon a totally different color. So, you know, fishing's fishing. Best thing to do is put baits in the water. And again, this is Team Hard Life Capt.Eric with your Kingspoons 350s. Check them out.